friends, today we will start with the food adulterants. Now understand these food adulterants. Food, you know very well. Adulterants means something is there that is not advisable to take. Okay. So food can adulterate with the various purpose. Certain people are utilizing for their benefits, certain for increasing certain properties, flavoring, or certain are useful for another purpose, like as if food additives are also included in that. But these food additives, if eaten in the measure quantity, then it causes a food adulterants. So anything which is added into a foods or manufacturing of the foods for easy making money or quick money, certain traders, certain manufacturers are utilizing. So to detect this, there are certain chemical methods too. But we have to understand what is food adulterants. Food adulterant is growing menace that unscrupulous traders and manufacturers all over the world indulge into exploit gullible consumer to make quick and easy money. Okay. In markets where legal control is poor or non-existence with respect to monitoring of food quality by any authority, usage of adulterant is common and rampant. This process of lowering the nutritive value of food, either by removing a vital component or by adding other substances of inferior quality, is called food adulterants or food adulterations. What is that? What is the meaning of food adulterations? In market where illegal control is poor or non-existence with respect to monitoring of the food quality by authority, usage of adulterant is a common and rampant. This process of lowering the nutritive quality of the food, either by removing a vital component or by adding other substances to inferior the quality, is called the food adulteration. Okay. So food adulteration is an act of intentionally debasing the quality of food offered for sale, either by the admixture or substitution of inferior substances in that, or by removal of some valuable ingredients. That is called food adulterations. Mixing a food item with the material of inferior quality of undesirable nature is known as a food adulterations, or it is in Indian Act that is called section number 402, that comes under Adulteration Act. 400 BC. Okay, here is 402. The substance that is used to lower the quality is known as adulterants. An adulterant is a chemical substances which should not be contained within other substances. For example, food and beverages for legal or other reasons. Okay. So this is about food adulteration. Food adulterated to increase the quantity and make more profit. This is the main reason or objective behind that. The food is sucked of its nutrient, and place where the food is growing is often contaminated. For example, milk is mixed with the water. Vanaspati ghee or vanaspati is used as adulteration. Okay, so this is all about the adulterants. Adulterant usage was first investigated in 1820. This was by the German chemist, that is Friedrich Acum. What? Friedrich Acum, who identified many toxins, metal coloring in the food and drinks. This is the scientist, German chemist. Okay. Then the physician Arthur Hill has later conducted extensive studies in early 1850s, which were published in Lancet Journal, and he has found many. Then after the Food Adulteration Act was subsequently executed in the various countries. But he is the pioneer work. 1820s, the German chemist, this Friedrich, has decided to see the toxins and coloring agent found in the foods. So this is all about the food adulterants and how the history started. Now we will continue with this. When food is said to be adulterant, this is the questions. One should understand what is the food adulterant. According to the law, according to the persons, how you can say that this food is adulterant or is said to be adulterant. So I will give you any food article is declared adulterant if these are the points. First, a substance is added which depreciate or injurious affect it. Okay. Anything which is injurious effect in the food materials, that is also food adulterant. The product sold by the vendor. Okay. The product sold by the vendor is not of the nature or quality demanded by the purchaser. This is also a food adulterant. Someone is asking that quality and you are giving an inferior quality to that person, and you are solely sold that qualities or sold that materials, that is also adulterant. Cheaper or inferior quality of you are substituted in a whole or in a part manner, that is also injurious for any persons. So it is also a food adulterant. The product offer contain any substances if it is so processed or injurious effect in nature or substance or naturally or quality, that is that, then it is called also food adulterant. Any valuable or necessary constituent has been wholly or in part abstracted from that, that is also food adulterant. When food is said to be adulterant, this is also a point. Another example, it is colored or otherwise treated or improve the appearance, or by manually they are added in certain injurious to health, that chemicals is also called as food adulterants. The product has been prepared or packed or kept under unsanitary condition, unhygienic condition, that has been contaminated with the injurious to health, or that is unfit to the human being or human consumptions, that is also said to be adulterants. Okay, then its quality is below the specified standard for whatever the way it is rendering, it is injurious to health, then it is called said to be adulterant. The container or a product is composed of any poisonous materials or deleterious substances or any other materials which is attractant but it is injurious to our health, then it is said to be adulterants. We will continue with the adulterants. Then how you differentiate, as I said in the previous introduction of this food adulterant, that food additives include. So the comparison of these food adulterants and food additives, all additives are not adulterants, that you kept in your mind. If present within the specific limit and once exceed the limit, they become a significant adulterants and cause serious health or hazardous to consumers. Okay. Now the incidence of food adulterants, I will give you consequent years that what are the causes and how it is adulterant in the various countries and how it is food adulterants incidence. For example, in 1987, beech nut paid how many compensation? 2.2 million. Sorry. Yes, I was telling about the food adulteration issues in the various countries. In 1987, there was beech nut paid 2.2 million in the fines for violating this act in Cosmetic Act. Okay. Selling artificial flavored sugar water as apple juice. In 1997, Conagra Foods guilted to federal criminal charges that once a unit illegal sprayed water on in stored grain to increase their weight and values. So this person's this institution is also criminal charges was adopted. In 2007, samples of wheat gluten mixed with the melamine. You know melamine that is used in milk, okay, creating milk. Presumably to produce artificially inflated resulted from the common test for protein content were discovered in many US pet food brands as well as in human food supply. The adulterant gluten was found to have come from China and US. These are the references. I am not blaming any countries, but it was happening in the 2007. Now I am giving you a consequent year 2008, the significant portion of China milks. You know China milks? China milk supply were found to be contaminated with the melamine in the infant formulas produced by the melamine tainted milk killed at least 6 children were believed to have harmed thousands of others. This is also references I have quoted here, so no one can blaming me that you are producing certain unhygienic or words to these adulterations, but this is the example one. In 2012, a study in India conducted by Food Safety and Standard Authority of India, FSSAI, across the 33 states found that milk in India is adulterated with the detergent. Certain facts true. Okay. I am also telling that certain people are adding diluted waters from other sources which are. So this is the random sampling before the state, and I'm not telling that I am also Indian. So now the quality is increasing, and FSSAI work was appreciated in the India. The quality is superior than any other countries, those who sold the milk. So you are the best example of Amul milk and Mahi milk. Both are superior in the quality. So this is all about the food adulterations and their incidence goes in the various countries. Now food adulterations in the India, what the people are doing and what the institutions are doing. I will give you a certain example of the various states. The food adulteration in India seem to be getting deadlier by the day. First we had some unscrupulous dairy farmers in the western UP inventing synthetic milk. Okay, deadly cocktails of urea and caustic soda. I will give you later on. Thank you. This is all about the food adulterants.